Hi guys, this is the other guy again. I have here a 2006 Scion XB, and I am the original owner. My car acted up for the second time in its entire life with me, and all of a sudden, this is the story. I was driving on the highway to work, and I was doing 80 miles an hour, and then as I got off near my workplace on the off-ramp, the engine light suddenly came on and I lost power. The engine was still on, but I lost power, and you could hear the engine idle like that. It's like put, and the engine light came on. This VSC and track off light came on. Maintenance light came on because I haven't changed oil, and watch this. I'm gonna rev the engine. See, it sucks, and there's foul smell coming out of the exhaust pipe. And I'll show you. It smells like unburned gas. I already have a hunch what is wrong with it. See, you can hear the put sound, and look at the engine. It's shaking because it wants me to fix it. Just kidding. But there's obviously something wrong with it. See, you can see how bad it's shaking right there. It's like, fix me. Anyway, so I got it hooked up to my OBDII code reader, and I'll show you if you have an XB like mine. This is a 2006. I bought it brand new when it had only 4 miles on it, and I was the one who put the 4 miles on it. And so you plug into the OBDII port right here. You take your OBDII code reader like that. See, I've already read it, and it says P0304, which is cylinder number 4 misfire. Okay, there's a misfire there. So I can tell you a little bit of a story about my car. I'm the original owner, and I have never changed the spark plugs in this car before. And I also work on cars, so you know what? That's me being lazy. I have not done a tune-up on this car since I bought it brand new, and it's got 131,000 miles on it. I'll let you know. I'm still driving on the original clutch. So it's telling me that there's a misfire. I already think I know why it's misfiring, because it's probably got a dead spark plug on cylinder number 4. So what I've done already is that I've already pre-loosened these nuts right here. And to get to that dead spark plug or dead cylinder, you have to unloosen the cover here. And this cover really does nothing to the car. It's supposed to pretty up the car because of the surprises here. Okay, it only adds weight to the car actually. So I don't really care for the valve cover. Some people likes it because it says VVTI. Okay, variable valve timing, whatever that is. So this system here is a distributorless system, meaning that it doesn't have a distributor because it uses the computer and a crank sensor inside the, down there where the crankshaft pulley is. So this right here, these are coils. Okay, these are electrical coils that replace the old coil cap and rotor system. So to get to that, I've already pre-loosened these bolts. You have to loosen these bolts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, put this here, and here's the thing. You don't want to. What I would recommend is that you would label them. Let's say 4, 3, 2, 1, because this is coming from the crankshaft side here. Okay, this is cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4. Okay, so it's saying that something's wrong with that. So I'm going to check this cylinder. I'm gonna put you on hold so I can free my hand to go in here. Excuse me. Whew, I just had lunch. Go in here and check it. So what I'm gonna resort to is I'm going to check to see if there really is a spark issue coming from this distributor coil. I mean the coilless, whatever this is. Okay, so I'm gonna check here to see if there's any spark coming out. So to do that, let me free off my hand here. Okay, so I've taken this out here. I'm gonna test with spark plug. My spark. I don't know why I said spark plug. So basically, I'm gonna stick this screwdriver here. Notice it's insulated, so I won't get shock. And then I'm gonna move it really close to this bolt here. And if this thing is working here, it should send spark to here. Okay, so I'm gonna go and turn on the engine. Still sound the same. Okay, so here goes. See, there's no spark. So this tells me that this coil here is dead. And I'll show you. I'm gonna take out this one and I'm gonna plug it in to here and see what happens. So since this one didn't show that it has any spark coming out, okay, what I did, well, what I'm doing now is I've taken out coil number 3, and this time I'm gonna put it next to the bolt here and see if there's any indication of spark. So now I'm gonna go start the engine. You'll notice that the engine will be rougher this time. Watch. It starts, but it's really rough because right now it's running on only 2 cylinders. And watch this. Okay, I've taken this out. So now, okay, I'm putting it right there. Okay. Okay. There you go. So hopefully you can see the spark there. That tells me that that thing is working. Okay. If you don't see the spark, there you go. You can see it. So that tells me that this coil is working. That coil is not working. So I'm gonna go to AutoZone and get a coil for it. That's what sucks about these individual coils. Okay, so I've loosened the spark plug and I'm gonna take it out. Holy cow, look at that, folks. This is the reason why. Look at that. Isn't that nasty? This is what happens when you know how to fix cars, but you're lazy and you never do a tune-up for it. There's no electrode. Okay? And if you look at it really close, let me see if I can get a focus on this. Okay, let's look at this again. Wow, this is what happens to lazy people who knows how to fix cars, but refuses to fix because they're lazy. Okay. All right, see that? Come on, focus. Focus, camera. Don't be shy. Okay, hold on. Okay, see? Look at that. Isn't that something? I have been driving this car since brand new. Basically, I've worn down the electrode here to basically there's no point. Wait. Literally, there isn't a point. That is the point. No point. There isn't a point. So folks, I owe this car a big TLC. So I'm gonna go and get some parts. Sorry, dropped my camera. I'm gonna go and get new plugs for it. That'll solve everything. Be right back, guys. So I've managed to take out the spark plugs from my Scion. As you can see, look at the points here. There aren't any more electrodes. Basically, there's no point. So what's the point? That's it. There ain't any more points. No more electrodes on the spark plugs. Like I said, I'm the original owner, and these spark plugs came with the car, and right now it has 131,000 miles on it. That's how long the spark plugs here lasted. So what am I going to do with it? I'm going to chuck it in the trash bin. So these are the new plugs. These are called the NGK V spark plug. The theory behind this is that the V groove there on the electrode, it's supposed to throw out a hotter spark, and it's supposed to be more efficient. But with the groove here comes a sacrifice in that there isn't much electrode. So it'll throw a hotter spark, but the electrode will not last as long as the original Denso. So you win some, you lose some. Hopefully I could gain a little bit more horsepower from this. So, but just to let you know, just because you bought a spark plug does not mean that they come pre-gapped. So I've already gapped some of these. My car calls for, the engine calls for 0.044 gap. So right now I'm gapping it. I can't focus on it. Basically, I am gapping it to 0.044. As you can see here, that's about 0.044 to me. So I'm checking this. I've pre-gapped some of this, but there is one that I have not gapped. So I think it's this one right here. So this one came factory stock at about 0.030. So I'm going to move this, gap this to 0.044, because that's what it calls for. And this is how you gap it. Okay, so you want to always make sure that the spark plug comes correctly gapped. Let's see. And I like that, 0.44. Okay, so it's ready to go. So now, all I have to do is put this thing back into where they come from, the engine. Okay. So as you can see here, I've taken out my distributorless coils, and I've numbered them. This is for cylinder number 1, cylinder number 3, cylinder number 2. See, I've numbered them with a permanent marker, and cylinder number 1. So that's that. Okay, so you get your handy dandy spark plug socket, and you just insert them like this inside. I usually like to hand tighten it first to make sure that they're not cross-threaded, because if they become cross-threaded, you are in a world of hurt. Okay, so once you once you finish inserting all 4 spark plugs in, what I like to do is like to hand tighten these, just like that. Don't want to over tighten it because you'll ruin the thread. Just make it so that it's tight enough. And I know that the book calls for using a torque wrench, but hey, you know what? I'm using Kung Fu torque wrench here. Okay. All right, and that's that. Okay, so this is the part that I bought. It's the coil for that here, and this is the old one. Okay, this thing's dead. So I got this from the auto part store at AutoZone. That's the part number, and it's going to be a direct, no nonsense replacement. And basically it just plugs right in. So I'm gonna free up my hand by putting this on hold so I can plug this in. Okay guys, so it's plugged in. Okay, it's plugged in and we are ready for business. Okay, so oh gosh, here we go. Okay, so when you tighten this, always hand tight like that. Don't over tighten it, it'll break. Okay, so here we go. We are going to go start the car again. See how it looks like, sounds like. Alright, all fingers crossed. There you go. Ooh, it likes it. It's fixed and it's alive. Whatever. Okay, as you can see, it sounds really happy. Watch this. Ooh, it's a boom. Ooh. And it's good, guys. So, a set of plugs that runs about $4 each. 4, that's $12. Plus that thing, this thing runs $78 after tax. So you're looking, let's say 15 bucks, 78. You're looking at about 95 bucks for that part, plus the spark plugs. So yeah, fun. That's how you fix it, guys.